Hello everyone, welcome to my video. In this speech session, I would like to talk and discuss about the movement of body positivity. When you heard about the term of body positivity, what was the first thing that came to your mind? Is it self-confidence, self-acceptance, or else? Well, that's right and completely correct. But before I jump off to the term or the definition of body positivity, I would like to give you some information about the history of this movement. Alright, so the first wave was happened in 1969. Bill Fabry, a young engineer in New York, was angry by the way the world treated his fat wife named Joyce. He'd read an article a few years before that wrote by a fat man named Lou Lauterbach about how fat people were treated unfairly. He made copies and distributed that article to everyone he knew. Then he formed the National Association to Aid Fat Americans, or now is known as the National Association to Advance Fat Acceptance, or NAAFA, with a small group of people. The second wave, the fat rights movement, kept expanding. By the 90s, by the 1980s, interest in fat liberation was starting to grow internationally. Starting in the middle of the 1980s, the London Fat Women's Group was active for many years. In the 70s, 80s, 90s, there were no such thing as body positivity, but fat activists might be seen complaining about the diet industry on daytime talk shows and in other media. By the 1990s, fat activists were dancing alongside floats in San Francisco's Pride Parade, picketing in front of the White House and holding demonstrations in front of gyms that advertised their fat phobia. Some listeners were perplexed by their discussion about loving their own bodies, while others were motivated. The third wave, the internet, was one of the primary places where body shame and body love were spread in the early 2000s. Confidentiality fostered bullying, but it also fostered self-expression. As the internet forums and chat rooms gave way to social media in the 90s, fat people who had first found community through activism continued to do so digitally. Online forums run by the NAAFA for fat activists were replaced by Tumblr and Instagram. Facebook groups and hashtags have facilitated new forms of connection. And from there, the term of body positivity was a new generation's way of life. Well, after knowing the history of the movement, can you take guess what is actually meant by body positivity? Alright, so I have read some articles and watched some videos related to this topic, and from there I have found some interesting definition about body positivity. So the first one, body positivity is a social movement that advocates for acceptance of all bodies regardless of size, shape, skin tone, gender, or physical abilities. Body positivity refers to the assertion that all people deserve to have a positive body image, regardless of how society and popular culture view ideal shape, size, and appearance. And the last definition, body positivity is a movement that represents acceptance, respect, and appreciation for all body types and shapes just as they are. Additionally, not only is it important for one to appreciate the bodies for others, but also to appreciate one's own body for its appearance and function. Well, um, but I do also have my own opinion about the body positivity. For me, body positivity means self acceptance, self improvement, and being the better version of ourselves. Why do I say so? Because, in my opinion, we cannot just accept ourselves just the way we are. We have to improve it in any aspects of our life. This improvement can be a form of taking care of ourselves, having a broad mindset, and not being a judgmental person. If we try to look at the current trend, the body positivity movement has shifted to be different than it was in the very beginning. The purpose of looking for equal opportunity has shifted into the toxicity that makes this movement seem really bad. A recent case of this is from a singer, namely Adele. She gets a lot of judgment just because she is doing the diet culture to lose some weight. She is also labeled as an anti-fat because she is no longer overweight. This also happened to the icon of body positivity, namely Lizzo. She is a rapper. She got judged because she is now promoting a diet culture for her lifestyle. And lots of people called her out for not supporting body positivity anymore. Another example we can find in every social media is when someone promotes diet culture. They will be called out as the anti-body positivity, and also when a skinny person show off their body, they will be called as not supporting the fat community. By those examples, I think having a mentality of not easily judging others is also an important aspect of being in a body positivity movement. Because this movement is not only a label for a fat person, but every person in this world. Everyone with all body types, skin colors, skin condition, and any other looks that may appear all need support. So being an open-minded person and not being judgmental are kind of important aspects of being involved in this movement. Another aspect that I can think of is health. Being healthy is important for everyone. This health problem or health issues can affect everything in many aspects of our life. I heard this from an expert from a video. He says that health positive and body positivity should be at an equal level in our life. Being a person who loves their body is not only a matter of just accepting it the way it is. Taking care of our bodies also becomes an act of self love. Alright, I think that's all that I can say for today's video. Thank you for keeping up with me until the end. See ya!